When shopping for a new refrigerator, it's important to properly measure your space and check hookups prior to making your selection. Let's start with measuring the width of your space. Measure at the upper cabinets, at the countertop, and at the base of bottom cabinets if there is molding. Make sure to note the thinnest point. Next, let's measure the height of your space. Measure from the floor to the lowest point on the cabinet. Next, let's move on to depth. Refrigerators come in two depths: counter depth and standard depth. For counter depth, measure from the back wall to the edge of your counter. For standard depth, measure from the back wall to about 6 inches past your cabinets. And finally, let's factor in breathing room to avoid overheating. A good rule of thumb is to leave 1/2 inch on both sides, 1 inch above the unit and 2 inches at the back. But always double-check manufacturer's specifications. Now let's subtract these measurements from the width, height, and depth to get our maximum dimensions. A few other things to consider. If your kitchen has an island, make sure there is enough clearance in front of the refrigerator to open doors and drawers. If your refrigerator is next to a wall, leave 2.5 inches between the wall and the hinge side of the door so it can swing open. Let's check your hookups. You will need a standard 110-volt, 3-prong grounded electrical outlet within 5 feet of the refrigerator. If you are choosing an ice and water dispensing model, check that your water shutoff valve is within 6 feet of the refrigerator and on the same floor. Our delivery specialist can only connect to a working shutoff valve. And lastly, please ensure your existing electrical connections are in good condition and water connections are corrosion-free and made of metal, excluding copper. All that's left is to map out how your new refrigerator will travel from your front door to its new space. Sometimes the most obvious path isn't the easiest, so take into consideration doorways, stairs, tight turns, and obstacles that could pose a problem. Measure doorways from jamb to jamb. If you are opting for haul-away service, remember to empty and unplug your old fridge at least 2 hours in advance of your delivery appointment. You are now ready to choose the best refrigerator for your home. Thank you for shopping on Amazon.